Hello. Happy Good Friday. Happy Easter. I'm thinking about it. Happy Passover for those of you that may be there. Um, anyway, today we're going to do numbers 4 and 5, the rest of number 4, and then 5, which is a fairly quick one. If I don't get to 5, I don't get to 5. But 4, I talked to you yesterday, the last time, about substitute goods, and I gave you the assignment on Cheetos. Let me know if you have questions about that. The next one is called, and this is still under number 4, so it'd be an A. I do it like side to side, A and then B. Complementary, Complementary. Complementary goods. Okay. Now, I don't want to bring up bad things, but the example I normally would do in class would be about girls, you and your prom dresses. So think about, you probably, if you already have them, sorry, but normally a month or two or whatever, 3, 6, whatever it is, you go get a dress. Okay, so think about that dress, and that's your main thing. Okay, that's what we'll call that your main good. What else do you need with that? Well, I'm going to guess you would say things like you got to get shoes. You got to get jewelry. You got to get your nails done. You got to get maybe tanning. Maybe a clutch, a purse of some sort. You need to get hairdo, makeup. Well, you can tell me what I'm leaving out. I'm sure there are plenty of things. I'm just trying to think what Chloe went through. But all of those things are compliments. Okay, gentlemen, you get a tuxedo and you get maybe a shower. I don't know. I mean, you don't really buy stuff. I don't think you do. You're not going to buy a new wallet. You're not going to probably buy new shoes. You're not going to buy new socks. You're not going to buy get a manicure. You're probably not going to tan. You might get your hair cut, or you might style it a little differently. But otherwise, you're just good to go. Which is why it takes you 45 minutes to get ready for prom, if that. And the girls are taking hours and hours and days. When you think about the time, looking at websites, looking at dresses, trying them on. All that stuff takes a lot of time and a lot of effort just to get that one thing, and then you got all the other stuff to get with it. Okay, so if you want a definition for complementary goods, just let's call them goods that go along with the main good, that complement or go along with. So it could be the dress and all the accessories. It could be, a car. And if you want to trick that sucker out, you get rims and you get tint and you get stereo system, and you might get those things that make the exhaust sound weird, running lights, hydraulics. I'm dating myself, I'm sure, but that kind of stuff would be the complements for that. And a lot of times the complements are the fun things to buy for these goods. Okay, so think about that in terms of what complementary goods are. All right, now the relationship should be pretty easy. So let's say you go buy this dress, back to the prom dress, and girls, $300, sound about right for a fairly typical dress. So you buy your mom says we're going to pay $300, okay? And you go to the store and you find the one you want. So, oh my gosh, it's my beautiful dress, and it's on sale for $250. Okay, so it's lower than what you thought. Your mom probably thinking, cool, we saved some money. You, girl, are probably thinking, oh, that means we can get better stuff or more stuff. So think about, if the price drops on the main good, you're more likely to demand either more compliments. Hey, could we go to the real hairdresser instead of my aunt who does, funeral home ladies? Or could we get earrings at Tiffany instead of earrings at Claire's? And it's a big jump, but basically it's like you've got an income increase, and you either want to go up in quality or up in quantity on that kind of stuff. Back to the car. If you get a car, you're planning on paying, I don't know what you guys pay, $5,000, and you get something just great for $4,000, you might speed up, because you normally don't customize a car completely all at once. You don't put rims and tint and stereo and exhaust all in at the same time. You might, though, speed that up or get better stereo, the one with the Bluetooth, the screen and all that stuff versus, the one I've got in my car. Cassette player. So either way, if the price on the main good drops, then the demand for the complements increase. Okay, I don't think I need to write that on the board. It's pretty easy. Now, by the same token, if the opposite occurs, okay, you're getting ready to buy a car and you have $5,000 in your budget, and you find something you really like for $6,000, and you end up, okay, I'll get it. Your demand for complements will probably drop, or they'll slow down, or you'll settle for a little bit less. Well, I don't really need tinting; it's okay. I don't need running lights. I can just tape some flashlights on there when I go out cruising Applewood. Now, but what about the prom dress? You find that dress for $300, and it's the one that you're crying, your mom's crying, your grandma's crying, everybody's, oh my God, that's so beautiful. And it says $350. Okay. And the store won't budge and say, I'm sorry, $350 is what we have to charge you. Question one, is your mom still going to buy that dress? Probably. Question two, will demand for compliments drop? She might say, well, that means we can't get as much stuff. And then you look at her with that face that you developed, 12 seconds outside the birth canal. Sorry, that was gross. But Mom, it's prom. And those 4 words right there, but Mom, it's prom. If you love me, if you don't want me to leave home, shave my head, join a cult, come back and slaughter the family, you will still get those compliments, because for you, and this is where it's sad, prom is, or was, I suppose, a literally once in a lifetime opportunity. Think about a wedding. If you go to look at this dress and you want to pay, I don't know, gentlemen, you have any idea how much wedding dress is? Because they're not cheap. Let's say you've got a budget of $5,000, and the one you find for $6,500 is the one. Because you know how that is. If you've looked at clothes, if you like clothes, you know what you really, really like. So she buys it. And then she says, well, let's just skip the cake. I'll make some brownies and put them in those big foil pans, and we'll just do it that way. You don't do that, because, even if you get married more than once, your first wedding is once in a lifetime again. So you probably go ahead and spend the money, you go into debt or whatever, because that's an exception. So this one, where the demand or the price increases, demand for compliments normally does drop, but for once in a lifetime things, proms, weddings, sadly funerals, I know that from experience, you don't really think about price too much. You simply get what needs to be gotten, or you really want to get. Okay, let's go ahead and just close there then. I think the next time we'll do number 5 and the graphing. That'll be a little longer, and I'll wait till next week. All right. So anyway, enjoy the weekend. See you.